Let me tell you, so you know go fi stand 1 minute when we come back around.
Tough drop, man. Tough drop. The Wiz opening up. What? Hey! The lock drums! Joseph, if I wrote shall always be great. Bedu, it's a Bedu. I don't remember the song starting like this. It was mostly keys. Why am I hearing drums right now? Yes! It still has the Cisco! Protect Sarz at all costs. 12-track album, it's finally here. This man teased us for the longest. Teased us since December 2023. Cannot forget, bro. Since they dropped Happiness. Can never forget. Yeah, it's been a while, man. He has made mention of this album. The energy towards it has been clear that he was going with, and he saw the rollout of skits that made it even more hilarious. And I'm intrigued, bro, because like as far as Afrobeats producers goes, I think he's the most consequential. Like he is literally very, very crucial to the Nigerian music space and ecosystem. The longevity behind his catalog is insane, very, very deep and as wide as it can get from a sonic sound, from a soundscape as well. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to happen to this one. It's 12 tracks, great names. I don't want to run through the entire names, but very exciting names on each track, man. Let's get to it. First track is Grateful featuring WurlD and Odumodublvck Youth Choir. Let's go.
There is food to eat, clean water to drink, I am warm. I have keys to a home.
No saint, every man is a sinner. Don't come near, cry me a river. There's no place in the world for the weaker. 20 steps backward and 30 forward. I'm grateful, yeah.
Okay, we're opening up with gratitude. Okay, breeze the blow us. Okay, I hear it. I was like, why are they singing Happiness towards the end? I'm like, oh shit, track 2 is Happiness. I'm here for it. That was smooth. Anyway, Roko. Let's talk about the first record. Okay, Grateful, WurlD, vocals. Okay, best show out for WurlD in a long time for me. For me personally, in probably like 3 years or so. I'm not gonna. Okay, but yeah, strong show out for me with WurlD in this one. Very, very like. You know what I mean? Very, very like intimate and intentional, introspective. It feels like gratitude is the angle here. It's called Grateful, of course. And I just love how the atmosphere is just mostly strings. Okay, it gives you that acoustic singer-songwriter like level of intimacy, you know. And then we saw it transition into the youth choir from SA that really made it that very Burna-esque cinematic intro type of feel on this one, and I'm here for that. You know what I mean? And we see the transition into the second track to really, really pick things up for Happiness, and then especially with how they were singing Happiness some parts towards the end there, to see that transition into the Happiness record with Asake and Ghana. Very smooth, very, very nice intention to really wake us up on the album. So I'm here for it, man. Oh, they dropped the song like 2010. Yeah, man, December 2023, I never forget. I have no stress. Fine boy, no.
But your birthstone, I listen to you, baby.
I know.
You want me make it happen,
I know.
Happiness. Work hard, get rest. Your life flourish.
Next track, Shallipopi, Wizkid and Asake yet again. Insane lineup. Big anticipation to this lineup, man. I am intrigued. Okay, what do we have? Getting Paid is the name of the song. Asake, Wizkid, Shallipopi. Let's go. Tough.
Right now. Don't.
Tough drop, man. Tough drop. The Wiz opening up. And let me run that back. What?
Let me tell you, so you know go stand 1 minute when we come back around. Give me something where I know if you see. Then what the know if you. I know who's this and they try to take me down. Too slow, but man, no one there around.
Listen, bro. Nah, Popsy came out. Yet again. For how many times this year, bro? But I love the grit. I love the aggression this comes in with. It's reminding me of that Spyro record we tapped in at the intro. That para record, that energy, that like late 2000s type of hip hop bounce that you see many Nigerians tapping with. I love Wiz's approach, man. The energy, the command in that voice was strong, man. Let's get into the rest of it, bro. Come on. Hey, skip.
From the dawn. Them know I inside of the force and run all the place like a ocean. It's a universe program.
Hey. Come on. Nah, bro. Don't play with me. Type energy. I'm here for it, bro. Tough record, bro. Tough record. Sarz. It went mean. It went aggressive on this record. I'm here for that, bro. I'm absolutely here for that. Wake me up, bro. Like, this is the energy. This is that, like, yeah, the album's cooking, bro. 2 Asake records. Back to back. Asake on the hook. Let them know. That street level of grit that he has. Let them know, bro. Remind them. Not be every day this happy something. Let's let them know. Jacko Yikpe, like, yeah, I like that. I like that contrast, man, between those two songs. But yo, Wiz. Bro, I guess we're just getting sport with Wiz moment, man. Like, he's smoking it this year, bro. And he just attention to his feature run. Like, he's paying close attention to the releases with his features. Very, very intentional on virtually every show out, bro. I know he teased his own snippet. But bro, as far as his features go, bro, impressive run that he has had. He has had impressive moments. And I'm excited, bro, because this album is pacing up. It's pacing up to be something. Let's get into the next track. This one's the OD. Okay, Odumodublvck would have smoked it on that record, but I'm intrigued as to what else Sarz is gonna cook up for Odumodublvck and Shalli. Okay, he has ears. He's going for a cast type record. Theodore and Ziena. All right, let's see, man. Next one is called Mademoiselle. Let's hear it. Track 4.
I said stop, head to my bed. Bluetooth, where you at? I'll be right there, baby. Let me tell you where. Look on you, mademoiselle. And she dressed in yellow, baby. She is dead.
Oh, there's a Wiz record. There's a Wiz record that this took me back to. Is it Master Groove? Maybe Master Groove. But it's in that era. That's 2018 Wiz. There's something very 2018 Wiz that I'm getting from this production, and at least with the pace of it and the guitars on this. But anyway, let's hear the rest of the record.
She dressed in yellow, baby she is dead. I said stop.
Okay, OG still coming up.
Yeah, Mademoiselle, I can tell. Smudge my pen, let me get this way.
Hey.
The other day, I did your door. Lele come, I found enough. Carry and go on belly for peace. Jolu taka rest, less I attack her when she know.
Okay.
Pledge her loyalty, she fuck with me. Yeah. Everything she knew, na counterfeit to color.
I said stop.
Hey, it's in my bed. Pluto. I love how silly this record is, bro. Pluto. No, that was fun. That was a fun record. Obviously playful. It's supposed to like put you in a very, very tropical, like almost salsa-esque kind of groove. But it's reminding me of Master Groove by Wiz. Something in that 2018 headspace that he has stepped into. And I loved Shally's approach on this one, man. I definitely enjoy Shally's approach on this. You know what I mean? It's just that Afro talk that he that he claims to be doing. But OD was fun too. OD was fun. Someone said Shally's showing growth. Pause. Anyway, man, OD was fun on this. I actually enjoyed OD's verse on this one as well. Not necessarily the crass lines per se, but overall presence, like OD presence, that's completely natural. You expect that to stand out. And shout out to the Theodora and Sienna to give us some female vocal contrast with the, and I actually even more suited into the production. The production had that tropical Latin-esque kind of arena that just makes you wanna, like salsa-ish. And you can hear the horns, you can hear the details in it. Like that, Sarz was really paying attention, and obviously he went to seek out these artists. Let me check out the country of origin. I think Theodora should be France. Someone's French in here. I know someone's French up in here, Sha. Yep, French. Theodora is French, correct. And I think Sienna might be French as well. Yep, Montreal actually. Montreal raised, okay. Montreal, Canada. All right, shout out. But she's Egyptian background. Okay. Nice. Dope. Okay, we're 4 tracks in. Nothing out of the headspace really that really connects to good music as opposed to the intention or the expectation of this album. But next up, man, we have Byron Messiah, and Fireboy DMO. Interesting combo. Let's hear this one, man. BMF. Oh, wait. Pause. Before we carry on. Oh, I love the retro sides. Okay, this is taking off that like atmosphere of a Sade-esque kind of bass line and overall presentation, but not necessarily with the drums per se. But I love that Fireboy is here, because Fireboy, when it comes to a record like this, when it comes to atmosphere like this, he is the one for this. So I'm excited, man. Let's see where it goes.
But you know me, I'm on a big man flex. Went to the Batman wedding.
Big man flex. That's what it is. Okay, grown and sexy. Let's go.
What you call on me for? You want to make that booty bang bang bang. Mr. Man, why you not on me door? Don't tell me that you want some more. Oh my baby, show my shell. Went to the Batman wedding. You are the body of a goddess. Caribbean girls are the bodies.
Okay.
Take some fucking eye crutches. And your pum pum walk me like magic. If you ask about shit, I'ma tell her about shit. I'ma tell her I'm a favorite girl. Bend over and she a kick girl.
Badman flex, man. Badman flex. That's what it means. Okay, that kind of ended abruptly. I'm kind of cheesed, not gonna lie.
Girl, bend over and she a kick girl.
Badman. I wanted the hook to come back one more time. Just one more time. But interesting though. I'm not gonna lie. Keeping me on my edge of my seat. I can't predict everything. I'm hearing that little piece of detail, little piece of attention to detail. Not bad on that one. But overall, man, love the grown and sexy arena that Fireboy was brought in here. Shout out to Sarz on this one. The bass line was heavy on this one. The overall groove of it was nice. Something very mature, and yeah, just felt like that retro element too. You could hear it. I'm thinking of songs like this because it's still Sade-esque as well, but obviously you can think of Sade records. But I want to, in recent time, there's this Runtown song. I think it was Dangerous Heart. This Dangerous Heart. I think so. Sleep on You. It kind of had a similar groove to it. This was what I was picturing in my head. But yeah, man, let's get into the next record with Joeboy. Fireboy and Joeboy follow up. Nah, the boys are back. The 2019 like crooners are back, man. I love it. I absolutely love to see Joeboy on a Sarz album. Intriguing to see which direction Sarz is going to place him in, and I'm expecting nothing but greatness, of course, from Pon Deck. You know what I mean? Let's get to it, man. This one is called Buddy. Joeboy has like 3 songs named Buddy or something that has Buddy in it. But yo, we're dancing. We up.
Mommy, what's the level? Me, I just want to get to know you more. And I ain't no devil.
Refreshing the bowl.
Say nobody know.
Uh-huh.
Nobody top, I swear. Don't nobody do like a baby, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling blessed. I'ma make you feel good, you know, go stress. Boy, I baby, come on, wine bunny. So now you the hot every other day. I know I'm with her on the bush, she doesn't play.
What?
I'm here to stay, me, I know go run away.
What?
Even if I jack my go always come again. So
Hey! What? Joeboy!
Hopefully you get this good.
Hey! Come on! Bro, this is stupid! Uh-huh! Yeah! Bro! Oh, this is so good! Bro, that second verse! The lock drums! Ah, bro! Joseph, if I wrote, shall always be great. Ah, no, Gbedu. It's a Gbedu. It's another Gbedu, man. I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was exciting. That's exactly what you want this music thing to be doing. Just want to get you grooving and dancing, man. Happy headspace, happy mindset. I love it, bro. Just get us to whine again, bro. Like, bro. Nah, man. I absolutely love that record, bro. I could not even tell you which kind of reference I was getting from it, but it just felt very classic. It's still in that same arena of sanitized, clean, wholesome atmosphere that we saw on Happiness. This one is kind of even building off of that. And I was just dancing the whole time, bro. And Joeboy, punch after punch, especially in that second verse, just punching the beat, giving the hook its own arena, and just bringing the record to life, man. Taking that beat and just going nuts with it. And shout out to Sarz, the details with the flute, my goodness, bro. It feels like something that would have gone off in like late 2000s, something like Bigiano on this. I can hear Bigiano on this, like Shayo type energy. Just feels that level of high spirits and good vibes I'm getting for this record, bro. That's exactly what it is, bro. Those are that's what the vibrations are doing to me on that record. But anyway, man, let's get into the next one. This one is with King Madi. So we've gone for Fireboy DML to Joeboy and to King Madi. He's definitely leaning into the to the R&B side of Afrobeats, which I love in this case. But he has given the ODs and Shallipopi's some space as well, so which is dope as well, man. Anyway, let's get to this one, man. In a Mustang with King Madi. Let's share it.
Won't give you love in a Mustang. Let me show you off in the finer places. Love in a Mustang. Let me give you upgrade. You know, say I could be change your boss. Say I wanna show you off. Baby, would you let me in your world? Bounce on all I need from my big man. All I need from you is love.
King.
All I need from you is love. And I'll never let you go. And I'll never let you go.
Okay.
You gonna be talk of the town.
Woo!
I can make you everything you want. Come here, missus, tell me what you want. Let me give you upgrade. You know, say I go fi change your boss. Say
Okay.
I wanna show you off. Baby, would you let me in your world?
Do you know what this reminded me of? Reminded me of Billions. Mount Rushmore. Sarz, big ups yet again, bro. Big ups with Sarz on this one. It definitely took me back to the dynamic, not necessarily as stark of a contrast as Billions was. It definitely reminded me of that structure of having somewhat of a soulful and a lot more relaxed opener to the song. It could be up to a minute into the song, but I did not anticipate that drop coming. That drop just caught me off guard, and as the way he went very electronic with his effects and got very detailed, and his personality came through as a producer on the record to take some charge after like King Madi had really opened the song up into a very intimate, very tender atmosphere. But we saw that drop really take us somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely was worth the wait with that drop. And my goodness, man, it made sense. It really propelled the song to build up momentum, and then King Madi's vocals now elevating and building on the momentum, like hitting those crazy notes too, having her dexterity show up yet again. Like, it made sense. And then we just closed off with a crazy run of log drums. Not too many producers in the Nigerian landscape know how to play with log drums as well as Sarz does. So it's like, it makes sense how he was able to really program it to really take charge towards the end, man. And I thought that was fire. That was good. That was good so far, man. Solid records so far, man. Solid records so far. Let's get to the next one now. We have another WurlD. We have another WurlD feature. Okay, now throwback to the crazy moment with Sarz and WurlD. Yeah, obviously their collaborations are worthwhile. So let's see what this one is saying, man. The second WurlD show out on this one. This one's called Nice and Slow.
This no be one night story. If you gon' give me chop again, I go worry you. Carry your matter for my brain, what you shame you. Come do that thing when you tell me I saw you. Killing me now, killing me now, killing me nice and slow. Killing me now, killing me now, killing me now, killing me nice and slow. Killing me now, me I be a criminal, me I be a prisoner. Fire, pussy cut, me I beat it up. Me I give me now, see your body to the left.
That was a crazy dancehall dancehall amapiano toggle where we're just playing right now, man. It just felt very that pocket where he landed on this one, man. Let's go.
Say where you give me, make me fly you to Atlanta. Say I got no manners, better fresher than a powder. Take me to your mother, make her pull up in a butter. Say I got no manners, better fresher than a powder. Take me to your mother, make her pull up in a butter.
Like that, oh. Hey, I like that line. Okay, man.
Still fi make a man cry, yo. Killing me now, killing me now, killing me nice and slow. Killing me now.
All right. Nice and slow with WurlD. Not bad. He is yet again showing that dexterity, or at least that arrangement and focus he has with amapiano drops. You know what I mean? Like, it's clear that that's been the anchor of some of the records that we've gotten so far. The last record with King Madi, you can see that with Happiness in a subtle way as well, but Billions, another record that we can think of. So I'm liking that arena that he's playing with, and it's becoming like a consistent theme for the album. Impressed with WurlD. This is not as raunchy as typical as I hear from him, to be honest. But it was a very still meet the moment type of scenario, because that atmosphere very slow down the tempo a bit, you know what I mean, to make it feel a lot more, you know what I mean, a lot more intimate, a lot more sexy in its arena. So he definitely was propelled to get nasty and crass with this and raunchy with his writing, which was definitely the right approach for a song like this. It made all the sense to approach the song like that, man. So I'm here for it. Let's get to the next track with Lil J. Lil J is up, man. Lil J is up. How you guys feel about this one? 100% so far in the poll. Okay, let's get into the next one, man, with Lil J. This is not Billions. This is a new one. I am gassed for a new Lil J and Sarz every time, bro. Trust this to the cook. This one's called Loved Me Then. Okay, let's go.
On my shoulder, and I gave you closure, shoulder to shoulder when you take a do. But I no go take it personal. I wish you loved me then, love me then. I wish you loved me then. All my pololo, I know even from say perfect either, but I did right like getting with love.
Yeah, you can definitely hear Mona Lisa type textures on the drums here. You can definitely hear that. You can definitely hear it. I mean, it could have been a very, very old record. But I think David Rotimi was on this. I think David Rotimi mixed this. I think we have the engineer in the chat. I think, is David still here? Oh shit! I don't think David is here anymore. But I'm curious about the timeline because it feels in the Mona Lisa arena. It could have been some of the leftovers from Love and Attention, perhaps. You never know.
And I happily day your shokoto. If I be the echo, then you my paloma. Say you go love me like soap opera, but you later leave me lonely.
You love me like soap opera. I like that.
I called you Sherry, you my Sherry. Now I wish you love me then, love me then. I wish you love me then.
I wish you loved me then. I wish you loved me then. I wish you loved me then. All right, I don't want to say the record isn't great because, of course, like this is Lil J having a somewhat standard approach, I would say, on this one. Very, very compelling with the melody, of course. I think that's the big draw on the record. But overall, the grand presentation of the record obviously screams and kind of leans back into Mona Lisa. I mean, granted, with the drum percussion sounding very similar, but there's something about it that doesn't feel quite now. It seems and it feels very dated, and it's not the kind of dated that makes like a timeless appeal or so. Like, I feel like this is the kind of 2021 Amapiano, still early days of Nigerian adaptation of Amapiano. It still feels very, it still feels like these are the early days of Nigerians taking on Amapiano, and it doesn't necessarily feel as eventful whatsoever overall, but I think it's a decent record. It just feels rather forgettable and not leaving a stronger impact compared to where we've been with the other, like the evolution of how Amapiano has been adopted, even within Sarz himself. Like, this feels like the oldest record on the album. It definitely feels like it. But I would definitely need to confirm the timeline of this one, because in order to further validate that opinion, because it feels rather dated. Not to say it's bad, but it's not that. I mean, it's 4 years kind of sound, and 4 years is one of those kind of windows where you don't want to be in when it comes to like being retro, right, or taking on a dated sound. You really want to go to the upwards from like 6 to 10 years ago, as opposed to like something 2, 3, 4 years ago. Like, it just feels like we just heard this. You know what I mean? It still feels recent, kind of feels dated. It's not as cool. Like, it's no longer, especially if it was the cool thing in like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's a weird window to be in. But anyway, man, that was just me going off of what can be a good dated song versus not a good dated song. I feel like there's a nice line where, like, if you're going too recent from where we have just been, like, it would sound too much. It might lose you on that one. But anyway, man, that was Sarz Lil J. Not necessarily the best show out from this too. It feels like one of their leftovers from a while. But let's get into the next one. African Barbie, Tenny and Libyanka. What do they have to say for us? But overall, how do you guys feel about this record before we go? You guys didn't really vote for this one at all. Alright, that could say something. That could say something in itself. But let's get into the next one, man. African Barbie, Tenny and Libyanka. again, another thing that feels dated if you're calling up Tenny and Libianca. If this was 2021, yeah, just from these two names. But let's see. Tenny and Libianca, African Barbie. Let's go. 2018 Wiz.
My focus is your body. Baby, let's get naughty. Original African Barbie. What it tastes like wasabi. You know it's left to you. Baby, it's left to you. My money's up for me. I'm a kilo vegani. Don't waste no time on this good. Goody, goody, goody. On this good. Goody, goody, goody. Missing on this good.
There's something very Fela-esque in the keys. Very those techno keys you hear like in the 80s. Slim Sonny Ade type of keys, but I definitely it's giving me some Fela like flair with that slight detail on the production, and I like that.
I keep telling motherfuckers, please don't waste my time.
Okay.
I don't wanna chill, I don't like outside.
Bianca?
You wanna give me love, wanna give me love.
I've never heard her curse before. I don't know if I have. I'm a little bit shocked. This is literally like the first time I heard somebody say fuck. And I'm like, no, so is that you? It's like, it's that type of moment. You know what I mean? I'm getting that was so dumb. Anyway, Libianca is about here. She's about to get very,
I know you want me to give up Unani. Oh, for
Hey.
me, I do celibacy. I cannot just give it to anybody. Anybody, to anybody. If we don't like, I am still satisfied. I come from Proverbs, so I take time. Long as you make sweet love to my mind. Long as you make sweet love to my mind.
Okay.
I'm a kilo vegani.
Oh.
Kilo vegani.
Okay.
I'm a kilo vegani. On this good. Don't waste no time.
Okay. This album is it's a lot of callbacks. A lot of callbacks to older sounds on the space, but a lot of simplicity with them. You know what I mean? Okay, guitar outro, let's go. No less time. Okay. Libianca went, yeah. She went in. She went in on this one. Tenny took charge of the record, obviously being on the hook as well. Still very, very simple approach, very groove driven. Like we've been getting a lot of songs like really, really tap into that. Yeah, like in some instance Caribbean tropical kind of influences, but you can hear the African identity on it still show up with the lyricism. And of course, like there's something like it just feels, especially with Wiz. Like Wiz keeps coming up in many of these records in my mind, like 2018, 2019 type Wiz. Something about maybe like a Joro type record you can hear on this one too, with that kind of groove on this one. Not bad, man, not bad. Tenny had a very subtle approach and let like Libianca really, really own it with the verse. And my goodness, that was a side to Libianca I wasn't really familiar with. So I was shook and impressed at the same time. So not bad, man. Not bad with that record. Not bad at all. All right, man. Next up, Up. Sorry. Next up is Up with Victoni. Solo Victoni and Sarz. Let's share it.
Step in the city, they watch cinema. When you look girl with the blue cigar, if I'm massage, you know where it is, yeah. If I'm T-Vex, but she go sit down.
247, no never sleep. Let's see the hustles of my G. As I dey go up of my G. As I dey go up of my. Oh, you know they hustle like me.
Very, very techno.
247, no never sleep.
In the arrangement.
Let's see the hustles of my G. I like my Ghana, so I go pull adrenaline. What is it to a baby show?
Yeah, very EDM, yeah. This is a tough one. This is a tough one for me. This is a tough one for me. It kind of feels, I'm guessing the same effect I got when hearing Victoni in this arena on this Spinall album. I'm getting a similar reaction to it. Although this one, I think it has a lot more redeeming qualities, especially when it gets towards the end, when it amplifies the EDM attributes to the max. You know what I mean? It gets very, very, especially with the beat pauses and everything, it gets a lot more like potent towards the end. And I like that. I think towards the end it works for me. But with the way he cuts into the beat, like it's just something that feels very like mismatchy with Victoni and arenas like this. This very aggressive EDM soundscapes. I don't think it's his most suited pocket, because he finds pocket. Obviously, he finds pockets, but I don't think they're always the best. Like pockets you could have discovered on the song. So it just ends up being a lot more like Because I can go back to that Spinall record, man. That Spinall record left me like confused. Like, okay, Victoni should be working on this, but like it's not. This is the second record that's kind of even confirming that for me. But overall, man, yeah, it's not. I'm not running to this record. I'm not rushing to it. I think the production obviously does the like heavy lifting, especially towards the end, like I said. But how you guys feel, man? How you guys feel? You guys are 100% in the poll right now. I'm a bit iffy on this one. Not gonna lie. Like I don't think it's as clear cut and convincing as many other moments here. Yeah, this gave room for EDM presence to sink in. Yeah, I guess. Kind of like when Spinall. Yeah, bro. Exactly like Spinall. Exactly like Spinall, bro. It's exactly like the Spinall record. I remember feeling this level of like, oh, this doesn't work. This is not working. Like, when Victoni taps into this kind of headspace. But anyway, man, that was it. I think that was the last track that we are not familiar with. It closes up with Billions, which we are familiar with already. So let's see the song out. Let's see the album out properly with the last track. You guys were 85% with the Victoni record. Okay. So let's get into this one. Hope I'm not. Yeah, this creaks are gonna be crazy. I'm just tired of standing low key. Anyway, let's get into the last track. Billions, Lil J. Let's remind ourselves how this one goes. This is 3:44. I remember being so pissed about the structure. But let's hear it, man. Let's hear it. No, that's not the case now. Trust me, it's a Victoni thing. It's a Victoni thing. I don't remember this song starting like this. This song didn't start like this before. It was mostly keys. In the opener, it was mostly keys. Why am I hearing drums right now? Ah, okay. I see that beat, never see this actually trying to reach out for you. I millions, I sing millions, I millions. Yes! He still had the Cisco. Hey! Hey! Legit added ad-libs too. Uh-huh. Come on. Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Get the money like this one. Oh, pray, my people. I need more. Hey. Mama. Oh, pray. Hey. Bro. Billions. I love how consistent the drums are. It just works. It just works. No, this is good. This is a good closer. I like that. I was kind of like even about to not play this record, but what? I almost did not play this because I'm like, we remember this one. We know what it went with. But for him to come back and rework it and basically hit the points that I did not like about the original, to be honest. It's almost as if he hit those points on the nail, because the structure of letting the keys, trust me, if you wanted to make it an acoustic version on the side, that would be fine. But the way they let the keys and those keys like open up the record for like a good chunk, like almost a minute and a half, and then we now get the drum, my piano log drums towards the end and everything. I just felt like he lost a lot of like anticipation that the record could have had, like the momentum that the record could have built up a lot earlier. But my goodness, they built it up immediately on this one. Immediately, adding the very, very like subtle, simple Sarz drums. Like you just basically put it in the front. Let me just put this drum pattern on the loop, and just to use that one to build up the record into the crazy madness he does on the log drums. Absolutely, like that's exactly how you want to go. Like it's absolutely brilliant. It came out nicely. It built up the momentum of the record early, and it got you moving. It got you really intrigued. Every line I felt even stronger, a lot more potent from Lil J. My goodness, bro. Especially when it entered the co-work pocket, bro. Nah, I felt like crack at that point. It felt like crack. I felt like injecting it inside, man, in my veins on that one, bro. I love that they definitely, that was a very pleasant surprise. A very pleasant surprise, man. Sarz, man. Sarz. I mean, what can you expect, bro? Greatness. Literally one of the greatest, if not the greatest producer that Nigeria has ever seen, bro. Like in a lot of ways. The longevity, the versatility, like the depth, bro, the dynamics, the attention to detail. Bro, he just does it again and again, man. Always reinventing himself. Like always pushing and pushing the envelope. Sarz is always updating his kit. Like he's always on the go. And that's why he has stuck around for so long. That's why he has been so important to this space. And look at what he's able to put together yet again, man. A brilliant album that obviously flexes his production skills and muscle that he has, even though there's other muscles that he has been flexing lately. But my goodness, bro, he definitely smoked it with this album. I'm impressed. I obviously went in with a lot of lean and expectation towards the EDM arena, even though, yes, the EDM arena showed up, but he really went vintage with a lot of sounds here. It really went like at the core of Afrobeats. The appeal that Afrobeats has, that joy, that happiness, that uplifting arena that Afrobeats gives to you in its truest essence. You can find that in Happiness. You can find that in Body. Bro, that Body record with Joeboy. You can find that with the Tenny and Libianca record, African Barbie, bro. The King Madi one too, bro. You can definitely see all those like really at its core, like Afrobeat bounces that just get you going, get you grooving and dancing. And my goodness, when it came to the rather tough or not necessarily EDM or Afrobeat arenas, he went really knee deep into streets like hip hop. Lean with the Asake, Wizkid and Skillibeng record, bro. Getting paid. So much grit behind that production, and everybody came through. Asake, Wiz and Skillibeng, bro. Everybody showed up. There was that oomph, that energy, bro, to really punch into the album. Obviously, he kicked off with Grateful, which was a nice opener. It was subtle. It was intimate. It felt like a Burner-esque type of intro as we saw the choir essentially kick it off, and then we saw them towards the end trying to make some teaser into Happiness, singing some lines from the Happiness record, and you see the transition into Happiness, Asake, Ghana, doing that madness, a record that dropped in December 2023 and has been phenomenal ever since. He didn't retouch that one, he didn't do anything crazy with it, he still kept it in its natural form, and it's an absolute strong effort. That Getting Paid record with the grits and energy, bro, it was insane. Mademoiselle with Odumodublvck, Shalli, and two French artists that were phenomenal on this record, Theodora and Ziena. Shalli surprised me with this hook there. Very, very Shally fashion. The arena of this one was a lot more tropical. It felt like salsa-esque. It reminded me of Master Groove by Wiz. And I definitely enjoyed Shally taking charge on this one. Odumodu, not as crass as you typically like from Odumodu, but regardless, the presence, the command on that record with his verse was very, very strong. The Byron Messiah and Fireboy record, my gosh, bro. Nah. I wanted that record to be even longer because it kind of ended in an interesting, not necessarily abrupt way, but it ended in an interesting way. There was a nice groove that kept you going along. It definitely felt a lot more intimate, very Sade-esque type of arena, and I love that. And then smack dab into one of my favorite records on this one, Body with Joeboy. The energy on this one, bro. The pockets that Joeboy found, very, very Wiz Rema-esque kind of punches in the second verse, and I enjoyed his presence there. He didn't need anyone else. He really held his own and really took charge of the record, and the record just makes you dance. The vibrations are so wholesome. It's just good vibes, good energy throughout that record, bro. Like, I really love that record. And then In the Mustang with King Madi, bro. How did this one go again? This one was like, yeah, like, obviously he had that original billions type of arena where King Madi definitely showed up, a lot more soulful, a lot more intimate with the opener. And then we see the log drums really take charge and be a character in the song, which obviously we see in the common theme throughout the rest of the record, that you see that log drums will become a strong anchor for Sarz to really flex his muscle, and he does crazy things. It had a very subtle EDM arrangement to it where he was ranking up, and then that drop that came in there smashed the record for me, and then built up the momentum with King Madi. It became a lot more fun and eventful, nice and slow with WurlD, very raunchy, dancehall lean. I love that record, and the pace on it still has piano elements, but the dancehall is still there, and I love that pace of it. Very sensual, very raunchy side of WurlD, and those two, when they link up, is always phenomenal. So I enjoyed that. And then we get into the Logier record, Love Me Then. My least favorite on this one, to be honest. Feels very dated, quite on the nose with Mona Lisa. It feels like in that 2021 arena where it doesn't feel as an evolved Sarz whatsoever. Or it doesn't feel like a refreshing Sarz, rather, not necessarily an evolved one, but not necessarily refreshing type. But I definitely admire his lyricism on this one. It still shows up in that love center, that storyline of you should have loved me then. Why is it now that you're coming through and everything? Definitely compelling story there, but overall, the soundscape doesn't really welcome you in the rest of the album, really. It just feels like it's setting us back a little bit. Probably too back to the point where it doesn't feel fresh at the end of the day. And then we get to African Barbie. Libianca, you have joined by gang. Honestly, I didn't expect to see Libianca really show up that way, to really have some form of raunchy personality with it. Tenny was really fun on this one. She kept it simple, not really necessarily taking charge. Almost felt like a piece of the instrumentation herself. But I think Libianca verse line stood out and then made the song really I have its character overall. I love the groove on that beat as well. Something very Joro-esque with Wiz. And I enjoyed that, man, overall. Then we got Up with Victony. Not necessarily my favorite Victony arena as well. He has been in that heavy EDM soundscape with some features. But this one for me didn't really work. There's something very disconnecting with how Victony approaches EDM records like this. It feels very wordy. It feels overcalculated for the production space. And then we're not getting into the production towards the end that honestly saves the record for me. It's a lot more potent in the EDM arena towards the end. And then we close out with Billions with the pleasant surprise, man, with the refix. I was so happy to see them do, because the original not necessarily wasn't bad, but it definitely had this very longing and elongated and over like emphasized structure where you had like half the song be just keys and then another half of the song not have its drum. And for a 3-minute song, it's not necessarily a pleasant structure. If you had stretched it out into 6 minutes, I think it would have worked. But overall, he still wanted to keep it under 4 minutes, so he then brought the momentum, brought the drums earlier on, and it works. It works in that space. It works in that arena where you are getting gingered up early on into the record, and then Lil J just glides through the entire beat as that drum loop is being stretched throughout the record. But you see Sarz coming there with the log drums, give more character, give more life. A very phenomenal take on the original, and I really enjoyed and I appreciated that, man. Overall, man, Sarz still one of the greatest to ever do it. I love his attention here to detail, and I definitely enjoyed this album. It was a good time. I had a good time. There was a good vibe, good records to walk away with. And overall, man, it's sitting as an 8.5 for me on this first listen, this first spin. I'm hoping to come back to this. This is very solid. And worthwhile, to be honest. Even though he had teased us for a while with this album, I'm walking away with good material, man. Shout out to Sarz on this record, man. How do you guys feel in the poll? Let me know how you guys feel about the record. I'm seeing some numbers. I see 9.2. I see a strong 8. I see a 9. I see a 9.5. I say 10 out of 10, no notes. Okay, I love it. I'm biased. I don't care. I love it. But yeah, man, that's solid. 8.5 to 9. I hear it. Solid, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.